Spring 2026 is about to be stacked with anime sequels. Some of the biggest series are finally returning, and a few of them are entering their most anticipated arcs yet. From intense psychological battles to massive fantasy worlds, these are the anime sequels you shouldn't miss this spring. Let's count them down. Wistoria, Wand, and Sword. Season 2. If you watched the first season of Wistoria, Wand, and Sword, you already know what makes this story stand out. In a world where magic defines everything, Will Surford is the one student at the academy who can't use magic at all. Instead, he fights with something far simpler, his sword. Despite being surrounded by powerful mages, Will keeps pushing forward, determined to keep the promise he made to his childhood friend Elfaria, who already reached the top as one of the legendary Magia Vander. Season 1 showed just how far Will was willing to go to survive in a world that constantly looks down on him. And with Season 2, his journey toward the Wizard's Tower continues, where stronger enemies, tougher trials, and even bigger challenges are waiting for him. Mission: Yozakura Family Season 2. What starts as a simple high school life quickly turns into absolute chaos. The story follows Taiyo Asano, a shy student who suddenly becomes part of one of the most dangerous spy families in the world. The reason? He marries his childhood friend Mutsumi Yozakura, the head of the Yozakura family. And in this family, marriage isn't romantic, it's survival. Season 1 showed Taiyo slowly adapting to life surrounded by elite spies, unpredictable missions, and siblings who are all ridiculously dangerous in their own way. Season 2 pushes things even further as Taiyo's training continues and the missions facing the Yozakura family grow far more intense. And if this anime flew under your radar before, now's the perfect time to check it out. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten Season 2. After winning over romance fans with its quiet and wholesome story, The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten is finally returning. The story centers on Amane Fujimiya, a quiet and messy student, and Mahiru Shiina, the perfect girl at school who everyone calls an angel. What started with a simple act of kindness, Amane lending Mahiru an umbrella, slowly turned into one of the most wholesome relationships in recent romance anime. Mahiru begins helping him with everyday things like cooking and cleaning, and over time, the distance between them slowly disappears. Season 1 focused on building that gentle connection between the two, and with Season 2, their relationship is expected to move forward, exploring how those quiet feelings continue to grow now that they've become such an important part of each other's lives. Classroom of the Elite 4th Season, second year first semester. After years of build-up, Classroom of the Elite is finally stepping into the part of the story fans have been waiting for. Season 4 marks the beginning of the second year at Advanced Nurturing High School, where the competition between classes becomes even more ruthless. But the real danger this time isn't just the brutal exams. Students from the White Room are finally entering the school. The same White Room that created Ayanokoji Kiyotaka. Until now, Ayanokoji has been controlling everything from the shadows while hiding the full extent of his abilities. But with other White Room students stepping onto the board, the psychological battles are about to reach a completely different level. Because this time, he's finally facing opponents just like himself. Ascendance of a Bookworm, adopted daughter of an Archduke. Ascendance of a Bookworm is stepping into one of the biggest turning points in the story. Mine is no longer the weak girl from the lower city. She's now Rosamine, the adopted daughter of the Archduke of Ehrenfest, which means her world is about to become far more complicated. Noble politics, magic training, and responsibilities that go far beyond simply making books. But one thing hasn't changed: Rosamine's obsession with books. And now that she finally has access to places filled with them, her influence in this world could grow faster than anyone expected. Season 4 pushes the story deeper into noble society, where knowledge, power, and politics are all connected, and Rosamine's journey is only getting bigger from here. Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun Season 4. Few fantasy series balance chaos and heart quite like Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. What started as the story of a human boy accidentally enrolling in a demon academy has grown into one of the most entertaining worlds in modern fantasy anime. Iruma Suzuki is still hiding the fact that he's human, but by now he's become a central figure at Babel's Demon School and the heart of the Misfit class. With each season, the challenges facing Iruma and his classmates keep getting bigger, and this time, the focus shifts to the Music Festival, an event that will push the entire Misfit class to work together if they want to prove they belong among the top students in the demon world. And knowing this series, the festival is guaranteed to bring chaos, comedy, and some unforgettable Misfit class moments. Before we continue, there are a few more sequels dropping this spring that fans should definitely keep an eye on. Farming Life in Another World Season 2. The laid-back isekai about Hiraku building a peaceful farming village is returning. What started as one-man farming in the forest has slowly grown into a thriving community, and Season 2 continues expanding that world with new characters, new settlements, and even bigger village life moments. Reborn as a Vending Machine, Season 3. Yes, the isekai where the main character is literally a vending machine is somehow already getting a third season. Rent-a-Girlfriend Season 5. After 4 seasons of misunderstandings, awkward dates, and emotional chaos, the story is finally starting to move forward. With the Hawaii trip setting the stage, Kazuya is preparing to confess his feelings to Chizuru. Now, let's get back to the main list. That time I got reincarnated as a slime Season 4. Rimuru isn't just building a nation anymore, he's now a demon lord, and the entire world has started paying attention to the rise of the Jura Tempest Federation. Tempest is growing faster than ever. New allies are arriving, new political tensions are forming, and powerful nations are beginning to realize that Rimuru's influence is no longer something they can ignore. But as Tempest expands, so do the threats surrounding it. A mysterious conflict involving the Holy Empire of Lubelius begins pulling Rimuru into a much larger power struggle, which means the peaceful nation he's been building is about to face its biggest challenge yet. Because now, Rimuru isn't just protecting Tempest anymore, he's stepping into a conflict that could reshape the balance of the entire world. Re:Zero starting life in another world. Season 4. The next chapter of Re:Zero throws Subaru into one of the most dangerous journeys of the entire story. The battle in Priestella may be over, but the consequences of that fight are only getting worse. Ren is still trapped in a deep sleep, memories have been stolen, and Subaru refuses to accept that this is where their story ends. Because the next destination is the legendary Pleiades Watchtower, one of the most anticipated arcs in all of Re:Zero. But that tower stands deep within the deadly Auguria Dunes, a desert so brutal that even the strongest warriors struggle to survive it. For Subaru and his allies, this journey isn't just another adventure. It's a desperate attempt to reclaim everything that was taken from them. And if Re:Zero has taught us anything, it's that every time Subaru thinks he's close to saving everyone, the nightmare only gets worse. Steel Ball Run, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. After years of anticipation, Steel Ball Run is finally becoming an anime. For many JoJo fans, this is easily the most anticipated part of the entire series. And honestly, if you're still not watching JoJo for some reason, you're missing one of the most unique stories in anime. The stage is the Steel Ball Run Race, a massive cross-country competition across the United States with a prize of $50 million waiting at the finish line. Among the racers is Johnny Joestar, a former horse-riding prodigy who lost the ability to walk. His journey begins when he encounters the mysterious Gyro Zeppeli, whose strange steel balls carry a power unlike anything Johnny has ever seen. What starts as a race across America quickly turns into something far bigger, and if the anime captures even half of the energy that made the manga legendary, Steel Ball Run could easily become one of the biggest anime releases of the year. Dr. Stone's Science Future Cour 3. The journey of Dr. Stone is finally reaching its conclusion. After years of rebuilding civilization with science, Senku and the Kingdom of Science are now ready for their most ambitious mission yet, the journey to the moon. Everything the series has built toward, every invention, every step of progress, has been leading to this moment, because the final answers behind humanity's petrification are waiting there. This final core brings the Moon Mission, where Senku and his team launch their spacecraft in search of the truth behind the mysterious Y-Man, the being responsible for turning all of humanity to stone. The truth behind the Dr. Stone world is finally within reach, and the scientific adventure that began in the Stone Age is about to reach its ultimate conclusion. And before we wrap up, there's one more massive anime moment arriving this spring. One Piece is finally entering the Elbaf Arc. The legendary land of giants has been teased in the story for years, and now the Straw Hats are finally heading there. For a long time, Elbaf has been one of the most anticipated locations in the entire One Piece world, and now the story is finally stepping into that legendary land. And the Elbaf Arc already contains some of the biggest moments the series has seen in years. And that's the lineup of anime sequels you shouldn't miss this spring 2026. Which one are you most excited for? Did we miss any sequel you're waiting for? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see which isekai anime will dominate 2026, check out the video on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.